Today, I'll be speaking about advanced email marketing analytics. I'm Julie from Sleeknote, and in this video, I'll share the type of data you need to be familiar with and discuss how you can use that to step up your email marketing. I know that advanced and analytics in the same sentence sounds exhausting, so let me approach this topic of advanced email marketing analytics a bit differently. Have you ever felt like your email marketing is lacking a certain something? Maybe you've looked at other companies with awesome email marketing strategies and you try to figure out what they've done, but you can't. You go through the motions, you create emails, you add graphics, you do what you're supposed to do, and you get mediocre results. Not terrible, just ordinary. If you feel this way, you should stay tuned. Simply put, if you wanted to do some serious pro-level email marketing, analytics needs to be a friend. Now, you're probably already familiar with open rates and click-through rates. But are you familiar with your click-to-open rate? It's one of the most important email metrics that no one is talking about. Think of your click-to-open rate as a measurement of how engaging your content is. It tells you what percentage of your subscribers open your email and clicked on something within that email. When you think about it, click-through rate and open rate don't give you the whole story. They're just two small aspects of any email you send out. Your click-to-open rate helps you see the bigger picture. And more importantly, it tells you how effective the content of your email is. There's even a specific formula for it. This formula allows for the rate to be displayed as a percentage. The bigger that percentage is, the more engaging your content is. Now, you might be wondering how you can improve your click-to-open rate. In short, you have to improve your email content, and you have to do it the right way. You can't just send longer or more in-depth emails. There are a couple of factors to take into consideration. The first factor is the actual written content of your emails. There's a lot to think about here, even though it might sound simple. If you want to get your subscribers to take actions, your emails have to be well written. This might mean you need to brush up on your copywriting skills or see what your competitors are doing. Maybe you need to work on your calls to action or headlines. What's most important is that you're tracking how each email performs and adjusting your writing style as you go. If a particular email performs exceptionally well, take a look at how it was written. What about the writing was so effective? Use that information for future emails. The second important factor is the other content in your email, which are images, videos, and other media. Vero found that emails with images had a 42% higher click-through rate than emails without images. To sum it up, use your click-to-open rate in conjunction with your click-through and open rates to gauge how engaging your emails are. Since your click-to-open rate helps you understand what your subscribers are responding to, you'll be able to give them more of what they love. Now, to make your emails even more effective, you should look at the demographic data around your audience. And more specifically, you should segment audience based on demographics. It's a simple idea, but it's underused by most marketers. At Sleeknote, we're fans, and there are some genius ways to do it for e-commerce email marketing. A lot of email marketers don't stop to think about the psychology behind demographic segmentation. The way each segment behaves and interacts with your emails can tell you a lot about your audience. You'll also get to know your subscribers better, and that means you can send better emails. Demographics are great for segmentation because they give you conclusive metrics to use, and these metrics are more comprehensive than arbitrary segments. For example, you can create a segment that has all of your subscribers who have no college education, or you can create separate segments for different age groups, geographic groups, gender, and so on. And while you don't have to use all of these, you'll be able to create much more targeted email if you do. Imagine having a segment with all of your subscribers who are female, 30 to 34 years old, and have a college degree. Knowing that much information allows you to create a highly specific personal email that will appeal to that segment. You'll also get a better idea of your average user. In fact, that's one of the largest benefits to segmenting your audience. Let's say you own an organic snack company. You think that emailing about your snacks would be the best approach, but using segments, you can refine how you talk about the snacks. Take a look at this chart. Subscriber A is interested in menu planning and cooking, so she probably wouldn't like an email that just sings the praises of your snacks. Instead, you could send out a healthy recipe that includes or complements your snacks. On the other hand, subscriber B likes quick and convenient food options, so an email saying your products are perfect for on-the-go snackers would resonate with her. By creating specific emails, your email content will naturally become more personal and more relevant. Johnny Cupcakes increased their conversion rate by 123% just by segmenting their emails into male and female groups. Simple? Yes. Effective? Heck yeah. Suffice it to say that if you're not segmenting, you're missing out. If you do start out with simple segments, use them as a branching off point to create more segments in the future. Okay, now that we've covered the segments, let's have a look at how you measure engagement and conversions with lifecycle marketing. There's a lot more personalization today than ever before. Companies are going so far as to create custom emails for individual customers. It sounds crazy, but that's the idea behind lifecycle email marketing. The mantra often repeated with lifecycle strategies is delivering the right message to the right customer at the right time. For email, that means reaching your subscriber with the right message at the appropriate point in the customer lifecycle, hence the name. So the best part? Lifecycle emails tend to increase engagement and ultimately conversions, two metrics you can easily track to analyze your progress. The first step to great lifecycle email marketing is to decide when you're going to communicate with your subscribers. I'm not talking about the famed time of day or day of week studies. It's easy to go down the rabbit hole of figuring out exactly what day and time to send your emails. But guess what? The day and time of your email campaign matter less than the point at which the customer is in the buyer journey. Simple example, if a subscriber has already bought something, he or she will get birthday and anniversary and loyalty emails, but a subscriber who hasn't converted yet will get a different email. Simple, crucial. The lifecycle email structure has a lot of data driving it. It relies on the customer journey through the sales funnel. Someone who learned about your company yesterday shouldn't be getting all of the same emails as a 5-time return customer. Simple? Okay, let's take it up a notch. The second step to lifecycle marketing is to create emails that are designed to reach one customer at a very specific moment. This is where it gets somewhat complex, so stay with me. So, we build on the idea of segmentations I talked about earlier. Typically, companies construct a fictional customer called a buyer persona. If you haven't created a buyer persona for your business, I highly recommend it. If you create an email specifically for a pretend person, that email will perform excellent for the segment that this persona represents. You get the idea, address the persona's interests. But that's not all. You also have to think about where the customer is in the funnel. So let's say your persona is in the consideration stage of the sales funnel. Then you'll create an email that addresses his interests and is designed to convince him to buy your product. Lifecycle emails are extremely effective in today's market because the reader feels as if the email was written only for him or her. And in many cases, your emails may coincide with what your subscriber is thinking. So don't let the many opportunities go to waste. Take the time to master analytics and you can get familiar with your customers and give them exactly what they want. You don't have to do any guesswork and your content will improve, your customers will be happier and your metrics will look a heck of a lot better. That was all from me today. Obviously, you're dying to start out implementing all of these amazing tips, but before you do anything, hit subscribe right there. You don't want to miss out on even more invaluable hacks, I promise. And if you want to learn more about email marketing analytics and see more examples, just click this floating box. See you next time, fellow geeks.